right, it's 8:15 in the morning. We have a transit strike today, so Aaron and I were just talking about that. It's in terms of Alanis Morissette, it's ironic, but it's actually just an unfortunate coincidence that it's raining today. We've had actually nice weather going on for the last week, but the day the transit strike happens, we have at least a little bit of rain happening. Your thoughts on that?
It's the Netherlands.
Yeah.
It rains.
Yeah. He was like, I wonder if they planned it. I'm like, you can't. We've known about the transit strike for 2 weeks, and I was like, the only reason they probably picked a Tuesday is because if they had planned on a Monday or a Friday, people just call in sick.
Call in sick, take a vacation day, work from home.
Whereas Tuesdays, you can't really get away with that one. I'm not sure. I know that Ascension Day probably would have messed with that a little bit on Thursday. I should really ask how that's going to affect practice. I know we had a thing about that one. I actually never heard of Ascension Day. I mean, I'd heard of it, but I didn't think it affected anything until here. We were at practice on Sunday, and people were like, Ben er donderdag. And people were like, and then they said that, well, here's the word. And, some people were talking about Hemelvaartsdag. And so I was like, that's the Ascension Day thing. And they're like, oh, well, yeah. So, anyways, I'm not sure if I'm going to be, because Aaron has to, the benefit is Aaron can walk to work. So, I mean, if this were I think the last one you had to go out to Eindhoven, the last transit strike one was on a Monday or a Friday, and you just went, eh.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Because I legit cannot get there.
Even in a car, it would be a pain in the butt. Like, he'd drive out there, but then I wouldn't have use of the car. And unlike in Portland, where I could have just driven him in, which was, take no time. And I had to do that a couple times because the train was down. We never really had a transit strike in Portland. So, yeah, I'm walking with him. I'm not going all the way to his work. I'm just going to head over to Krugerplein, the actual, square. The actual, not the bus stop, but it's refreshing. It's sort of like the other night, it was really warm, and it was kind of doing that summer sprinkle. Yeah. And I was like, it's just really warm, so I voluntarily got up, and I stood, and I opened up the door. I think it was actually Sunday night. I was like, I'm just going to sacrifice myself and whatnot, because it was already late enough, and I just stood up and I opened the door.
It felt so good.
Yeah, because there had been enough sprinkle that came down that kind of pulled the moisture and kind of cleaned the air, so it freshened everything up. Today might be a day also that I'll exchange the air in the apartment. I'll open up the little window, and it'll be cold enough, but the air's been cleaned from dust and debris. We've cleaned it from Deborah's. Yeah, we don't really like her.
I only know one Deborah.
Yeah, I don't actually know any. Other than Deborah Messing, but that's an actress, so. Oh yeah, one of the things that I actually set it up yesterday, but it's nice to bring it up today because yesterday was all about the CC Mouth Guard, is I actually have a poll up on Twitter. It's going up for the next probably 6 days. Actually, when this thing goes live, it's almost 5 days. Man, I should time this better. First poll, I didn't know what I was doing. I just figured more people followed me. I post and respond so much on there, I forget who actually does and does not follow me. But anyways, it's basically like YouTube revenue is going to be kicked up here in a little bit. As soon as football season starts picking up more, and I am wondering maybe what to spend the money on. Considering it's drastically separated from our current money because it still has to go into my state's bank, not this bank over here. So if you guys want to go check out that tweet, I've linked to the actual tweet. I've linked to the actual tweet below. Yeah. All right. So I had kind of a weird nappy lay down day. I don't know why. I just been horribly exhausted. So I was watching a lot of YouTube in bed, and then I realized that I should probably get up and sit out here and not worry Aaron. So I finished up the rest of the nature documentary, and now I'm watching something called Explained. I'm 3 minutes and 50 seconds into cricket, and I already can't even. So,
What part?
what was the most recent one that made me stop and want to vlog?
Yeah.
That if there is no clear winner after 5 days, the umpire calls a draw. 5 days. It's the old rules. I know. Perhaps, and the reason why I'm kind of interested is because for years we saw them playing cricket.
Yeah. The part about him watching this, like you said, he's 4 minutes in. I've been watching him do this kind of stuff.
I know. And all they're doing is explaining this. Like, I need to back up a little bit because they've brought in a chart that says bowled, caught out, run out, hit the ball twice, stumped, leg before wicket, obstructing the field, handling the ball, and there's 2 more lines that haven't been populated. And I think they're going to talk about these, but I'm just like, I'm trying to understand cricket because I'm trying to understand cricket. I mean, have you been listening to it?
Vaguely. I was chatting with an artist.
Gotcha. Yeah. Oh, Aaron sent me a rough draft of something for nachos, for like merch to redo and stuff. And I was like, yeah. So Aaron's working on a little bit of that one. I don't want to give anything away, but
Yeah, it was very rough.
yeah, like 20 grit sandpaper.
Rougher than I thought.
Okay, mate. Well, you gotta admit, 20 grit is a good thing to get, like, to rough out the bad edges. Like, when you're up at, like, 80 grit, you're almost at, like, polishing. You're starting your polishing. And, like, 400, you're, like, polishing to a shine. You can count me wrong, but I think it is supposed to be, like, number of rocks per square inch or something like that. That's why they're supposed to be roughly the same size, granules, something like that. But anyways, yeah, I haven't had much of a day, and that's been my day. I've watched a lot of Smarter Every Day from like 4 years ago. So that's what I was doing. Oh boy. Apparently Coach West speaks Danish. He's talking to Bobby. Bobby's going to be at practice on Thursday. I'm going to see about getting him maybe on camera. Yeah, Bobby's a wide receiver. Anyways, I will chat with you guys tomorrow, hopefully for something a little bit more exciting. I don't know why. Today was just one of those days where I couldn't. At least I got all the stuff done. I got shopping done. So yeah.
As is evidenced by the fact that I'm cooking.
Yeah. Also, you may want to swing by the butcher and pick up bacon if you want. I'm not sure. The bacon I got for your burger sandwiches is a little bit weird. I think it's organic bacon.
Fairly inexpensive.
Yes, this bacon doesn't look normal.
Oh.
It was the only bacon I could find.
Not previously. Now. Okay.
Yeah, the stuff that's in the fridge right now is not very bacony looking. I wouldn't. It says it's 96% Farkenfleisch, so it is actually meat. It just doesn't look like what I would. So I picked up a 6-pack because there were a lot of the workers stocking the aisles in the beer, and I didn't want to bust open a 6-pack to pull out 2 singles because they didn't stock any singles. So I just picked up a 6-pack because they're like 5 cents different. If I were to buy 6 singles, I think it would cost me 6 cents more than buying a 6-pack.
Not bad.
Not bad, I know. So, yeah. Anyways, that's that. I'm going to rewind about 10 seconds here. I mean, part of it, like I said, I just kind of want to have a general idea about it, not just sit there at the Mac stop and watch a bunch of Nike employees play cricket and, like, guess. And it's much more popular of a sport than, say, korfball or canal jump.
Ball.
Huh?
Or honk ball.
Honkball is literally baseball, Aaron.
I know.
Okay. By the way, what I think is weird is that hurricanes and other things call it honkball, but when I was looking through something, it said that there are some clubs in the Netherlands called baseball and softball. Anyways, so some people call it baseball, some people call it honkball. They all call it softball. Whatever.